Hello and welcome to Spirit Among Us. We all need Jesus, and ain't that the truth? This whole world is so full of darkness and corruption. It's easy to understand why this world needs Him. I mean, sometimes it can just be so easy to look around at the people around us and see how fallen this world truly is. But hang on a second. We all need Jesus. Now, I think we understand this pretty well conceptually, that we all need Jesus, but are we putting it into practice? Today, in looking at this phrase, I want to highlight a specific part. All. We all need Jesus. Romans chapter 3 verse 23 says this, "For all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God." All have sinned, and all fall short of God's glory. You know, sometimes in my own life, when I think about how everyone needs Jesus, I forget to include myself in that. Now, this isn't really like a conscious thought, something I'm choosing to do to say, no, I'm not part of that all group, but just this idea that develops in the back of my mind. This little bit of pride that thinks I've made something of myself. This thought that thinks, I'm really quite a special guy. I've got something real special because, I'm a Christian. I'm a chosen child of God. And then that extends to having this idea that I'm better than other people because of that. Because I have found salvation and because I have hope, now I'm better than these people. Now, that doesn't make any sense. I can't bring anything to the table when it comes to God. I have nothing to offer Him. John chapter 14 verse 6 says this, Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." Jesus said that He is the way. We aren't the way. I am not the way. Jesus is the way. So why does this pride creep into my life then? If Jesus is the way and He is the only way and there's nothing I can bring, why do I end up being prideful? If I know that I can't bring anything to the table, why would I be prideful and think that I'm better than others? Truthfully, I don't really know the answer to that question. One thing I think it might be is that it's just because I forget. I think we all need to be reminded of who we are and how we got here. Everything we have been given in our lives is from God, especially our salvation. There's nothing we could ever do to earn the salvation that has been freely given to us. It is by grace we have been saved. Grace through faith. That's not by works, it's not by actions, not by good deeds, not by good intentions. Grace. Purely God's grace. And if that's the case, then we aren't better than other people. We're all in the same boat here. All have sinned. All have fallen short of God's glory. As human beings, as people on this earth, we are all in this together. And to really share the love of Jesus, we need to understand this concept truly down deep in our hearts, because pride really gets in the way of love. Can you imagine what things would look like if Jesus had been prideful? Now, if Jesus was prideful, He wouldn't have come down off His throne. He wouldn't have come down from heaven. He wouldn't have let Himself be betrayed by Judas, and He wouldn't allow us to hang Him on a cross. But He wasn't prideful. He led by example, and He humbled Himself to the point of death. And what kind of love we have seen from that. So in this same way, let us humble ourselves, understanding that we are all in this together. We are all in the same situation. We are all sinners in need of God's grace. We are not better than others around us. We have not made anything of ourselves. Let us always remember and not be deceived about this. We all need Jesus. Thank you for watching, and God bless.